Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T92 Hmc, the Tier 10 American SPG. This one's located on the defending spawn of Steps Assault, and it's under the command of 27BAGPUSS of Rebrn. Game on! Biggest gun in the game, by far, 24 centimeters. Dwarfs the 183mm that you get on the Heshbarn and the Death Star. Yes, I know they like to claim they're the biggest gun in the game, which technically true, but even their guns are actually designed from howitzers, which were converted into use for firing shells as direct fire, not as indirect fire. Now it does have an equally long reload cycle. The standard by the book is 46.98 seconds. You can see here we've got a reload of 40.66. And look at that, he got a penetrating shot on the Gorilla 15 with his first round. And that was a standard HE round. Now, these are capable of doing 110 alpha, 1,100 hit points rather, alpha, 60 millimeters of pen, 12.4 meters on the burst radius, and between 14 and 35 seconds of stun. That Gorilla must have been shocked at getting hit by T92, but he was out the game very shortly afterwards because somebody else hit him, and we got the rest of that as stun assist. So a very good start to the game, and I think it's going to get better. Rounds out. Yep, he hit the E100, Germany's heavy tank that never got built, but should have been built. They only built one prototype of that tank. It's sad because it might have been a good replacement instead of going down the mouse line. In fact, I think it would have been perfect because it was heavy and very difficult to kill because of the sheer armor it had on it. And of course, it would have had the mouse's turret, so it would have had the mouse's armament, but they just never put it into production, which is sad. Oh my gum, look at that. We've just seen an EBR nuked by a Heshbarn. An FV4005 plonked his round right into that guy. He didn't have a chance. Okay, Hmc M, Tier 10 medium. Oh my gum, another direct hit. 27BAGPUSS is on a roll today. He really is good. He's getting direct hits on these targets, lining them up and get just the right amount of lead to get a direct hit on them. Okay, another Gorilla 15's come into sight. Now they've got very thin armor. They're based on the Panther, and therefore they make primary targets for an Arty. So if there's Arty in a game and you happen to be in one of them, be very, very careful and be afraid. If you're in a Heshbarn, you need to be even more afraid because, of course, they're very big, easy to spot, and also easy to penetrate. That's a high roll. He just got a high roll for 1,279, and the Heshbarn went down, and that means he's picked up, oh, it's a huge amount of damage so far, just under 3k of damage, and the battle's only been going for less than 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. So fantastic use of these shells. The thing about Heshbarns, the FV4005, you have to remain fairly still to get accurate shots. They take a little while to dial in, but it can be incredibly funny when you get absolutely nuked by an artillery whilst you're staying still. Oh, he's done it again! And that's another penetrating shot to the side of a Centurion Action 10. He got 1,259 hit points off this one. That guy must be really regretting it. And he's a Unicum as well. You can see the purple square, which means he's Unicum. And he's gone down. We didn't get any stun assist off that one, but it's still very impressive. And there's that E100. He's moving up on our guys. We're lining up a shot. We're going to be ready in a few seconds, but we have to make an adjust there. And he decides not to shoot. I think that was a wise decision there because he wasn't fully dialed in. He had to make an adjustment at the last moment. And the E100 has just been hit. But look at this target here, the IS-7. Now it looks like he's unrated, but we fire in ahead of path. Oh, and it landed near him, splashed him, and he was taken down afterwards. So it's going very well for the defenders at the moment because they're 2 tanks up on the attacking team. Very, very good indeed for BAGPUSS. I mean, he's not showing any kills, but he is getting huge amounts of damage off the enemy. 4,397 so far. Okay, the E900 is ripe for plucking. He's only got 291 hit points. We could get a kill shot, but somebody else gets there before us, a 907. Okay, we're looking around for more targets. No, the gorilla was last seen up there. You can see the wreck. There's a Progetto 65 testing that ridgeline. Oh, one of the enemy Artys has just been spotted, or at least his trace has been spotted. He's in the Object 261, and he's over in the corner. There's the gorilla. Okay, let's see if BAGPUSS can do it again. He's got a habit of doing this. Lines up, rounds out. Direct hit! Oh, he killed him! It was a blind shot kill! He lost sight of him, but he fired the round in, and now he's bagged himself one. So BAGPUSS has bagged an enemy. My gum, that was a good shot. Superb. Now, as it's a blind shot, it doesn't show up on the damage figures. So at the moment, we'll have to wait until the end of the battle to see how much damage he did to that gorilla. But oh my gum, the shell would have gone straight in through one end of the tank, gone out the other end as well after taking the engine with it. Huge kill. Of course, the crew of a gorilla are actually located on the back of or on top of the vehicle, manning the gun. Only the driver is actually inside the vehicle as such. Everyone else is basically outside. Hmc splashed him. Another Hmc, but it's the M version over there. It's a tier 10 game, by the way, only tier 10 tanks. So most of these players are at the top of their game. As I said, there were Unicums. In fact, the Centurion Action 10 was the only Unicum we can see on the enemy team. There is an E50M who's also very, very good. On our team, we've got one Unicum, a Vickers 3. He's showing up as purple on the XVM stats. I'm not cheating because XVM is open to everyone, and it does tell you who the really good players in the game are. Okay, he's definitely stunned. We do have another Arty on our team. It's an Object 261. Rounds out. Oh no, that's his first bad shot, and it actually hit the embankment next to the dip. So yes, the embankment caught him out on this one. Now he's swinging the gun around to have a look in this direction. There's a Manticore creeping up there. He managed to get away with it until, of course, he got spotted. And I think it may have been the 121B who saw him. Either that or it was our Manticore. There's that Hmc again. He's their next best player on the enemy team. And you can probably see that from the way he's moving about as he's moving around. He's got a kind of, what would you say, competence and confidence in the way he moves. I've seen the best players, the really good ones, the streamers and the like, they seem to be able to handle a tank with their keyboard in a manner that, you know, shows that they're thinking about something else whilst they're moving their tank about just as they want to. Okay, Hmc getting in position, rounds out. Well, he gets some damage from a splash for 60 hit points, and he takes the stun off. We haven't got any stun shells left, but now we're firing the non-stun HE, and that's capable of 1,420 hit points and 75 millimeters of pen. So if we do hit this guy, he's going to feel it. In fact, he might go out of the game with just one hit. That was the 261 firing a round in. Now, we're not going to be loaded for another 12 seconds or 11 seconds now. Let's see if we can get this guy before the game ends, because we're in the last minute. We'll probably, well, we will only get one more shot. Oh, and we got 267, and we did get spotted by the enemy, but I think they've left it too late now, because although they've got two up on us, we've got 5 tanks left, and they have to try and capture the cap in just 20 seconds, and I don't think they can do that. Yep, Bagpuss is getting ready for all arrivals. If he can, he'll ram them. Of course, he won't be loaded by the time the clock runs out, but he's had a fantastic game. And that's it, the clock's run out, and they've won. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the second class tanker for 27BAGPUSS of Rebrn in the T92 Hmc. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 16 in that game, and he got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. We can't see the win rate, unfortunately, because it's what replays, and I'm afraid they don't give you that sort of information. You really need what record or Salty Jedi if you want to actually see the particular win rate of the vehicle in that game. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in the game by far was 27BAGPUSS. He didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't pick up the high caliber. He got 5,143 hit points of damage from that game. The second highest damage actually turned out to be the Gorilla 15, or at least one of them. One of the ones that was killed. Yes, because of course he hit one and he destroyed the other completely. And I like to think that it is the one here that was destroyed by us completely, because the other one, it actually shows that we didn't get any, or he didn't get any damage at all. And I suspect that's the one right at the start of the game who hadn't actually fired his gun yet. So the one that we blind killed was their best player at that moment. He had 3,591 hit points in second place. Third place goes to Vegetto65, who had 2,985 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, we can see the high scorer was the Manticore on our team. He had 3 kills. 2 kills went to the Object 140 on our team. And on the enemy team, their Ifumsik, Alstrong M, and their Manticore both managed 2 kills as well. And yes, BAGPUSS got 1 kill, but it was a spectacular one, the Gorilla 15, because it was a blind kill, and the shell went right through the guy. Let's have a look at the base XP. Yeah, he got that one. 760 base XP went to 27BAGPUSS. He's the highest. 730 went to the Manticore, and 646 went to the Object 907. So he's got the top in 2 columns. He got the highest damage and the highest base XP. Just missed out when it came to kills, but who cares about kills? We're doing damage here. Let's have a look at detail. 11 shots fired, 6 direct hits on the enemy, 3 of them penetrated, literally. And what did we get? Well, we got the Hesh Bomb. That was a penetration. He hit the Centurion Action 10, the best player on the enemy team, and penetrated him. And of course, that Gorilla 15 kill, who, yes, it was the guy I was thinking. It was their best player, the guy who did the most damage on the enemy team. And of course, he got absolutely nuked, creamed out of the game by that beautiful shot, which went, a blind shot at that, which went right through him. So what a shot that was. Anyway, going back to detail, he got 6 splashes as well. 5,143 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 1. So he might have been on for a Confederate. And 612 hit points of damage assistance, and 712 of stun assist off 7 stuns. On a premium count, he made a profit of 42,753 credits from that game, and he also picked up 1,140 experience points as well. That was not a Starks medal, by the way. He thought it was a Starks medal. It's not a Starks medal. It's a Gauze medal, which I think is actually in some ways better, because it meant you didn't actually get hit by the enemy, but you pumped out an awful lot of damage on the enemy. And with this gun, it's got such a long reload, and therefore, and only a limited number of shells as well. You only get 16 shells to play with, but he did very, very well in it. And well, I think the enemy team must have been a bit intimidated by worrying if they were going to get hit by a T92, which was going to take them out of the game at any moment. So, great game by BAGPUSS. Thanks for sending in that replay. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.